Hey, after we create our phases and tasks, so let's move on to talk about relationships between these tasks. So as we mentioned, we have four types of relationships. We have start to finish, finish to start, and finish to finish, and start to start. And each one comes as a shortcut. For example, SS start to start, FF finish to finish, and so on. Here in MSO project, we can do anything in many ways. So here you can set the relationships between tasks in different ways. I'm going to explain the easy way, and then I'm going to explore how you can set this in another ways. So as you can see, we have the start point here of our project in this value. So now I'm going to say, okay, the task one in the phase one is the start after the task, the task which is the start point of a project is finished. And now is the duration, so by default it will be start together. So it's very important to know every task created here in MSO project, it comes with the ID, as you can see. Okay, it's come with the ID, and ID it's increased by 1 by the task in your project. So we know the task starts point of our project, the ID of the start is 1. So as you can see here, we can set the relationship with the ID of the task we need to make a relationship between. Okay, so an easy way I can say, okay, I have a relationship between the task one and start. The relationship will be finish to start. So I'm going to say, okay, the ID of the start one is 1, and the shortcut of the relationship here is the finish to start. So I'm going to write the shortcut, which is the FS. Okay, now if you click enter, as you can see, MSO project going to delete the FS because the default relationships here is the finish to start. So if you are going to write just the ID, so MSO project deal with this ID as a relationship finish to start. Okay, so let's suppose the relationship between task 1 and task 2 is also finish to start. Okay, so I'm going to write here in the task 2 in this cell the ID 3. Okay, so as you can see here in the Gantt chart, this in the right panel, as you can see, we have this arrow represents we have a relationship between the task 1 and task 2, which is the finish to start. Okay, now let's suppose the relationship between the task 2 and task 3, it's finish to finish. Okay, so here in the task 3, I'm going to write the ID of the task 2, which is the 4. Then I'm going to write the shortcut of the relationship, which is the finish to finish, FF. Okay, now as you can see, we have a relationship between the task number 2 and task number 3, which is finish to finish. Okay, now let's move on to the phase 2. Now let's suppose the task 1 in the phase 2 starts after task 3 finish. So by an easy way, we just need to write the ID, because as we mentioned, the default relationship here in MSO project is finish to start. So just write 5, the ID of the task 3. So as you can see, the task number 1 in the phase 2 will be start after the task 3 in the phase 1 finish. Okay, now let's suppose the task number 2 in the phase 2 is the start as a relationship between the task 1 and task 2. For example, start to start. So I'm going to write 7, then the shortcut of this relationship, which is the SS. So as you can see, both of tasks 1 and 2 will be start together. And finally, we have the relationship between the task 3 and task 2. For example, I'm going to say, okay, I have a relationship between these tasks as finish, start to finish. Okay, start to finish. Okay, so I'm going to say, okay, the ID is 8, and the shortcuts of this relationship type is start to finish. So SF. So as you can see, this relationship will be between the task 2 and task 3. Okay, so this is the easy way to set the relationship between the tasks. You can just directly set the relationship between the task using the ID. Then you can just write the shortcuts of the relationship, which is SS or FF and so on. Now, when you are going to double click on any task here, so the task information will be come up. Okay, this is very important window. As you can see here is the start from general, which is give us the general information, the task name, the duration, the percent complete, and the options that related to the task information. Then we have the relationship, as you can see here, the relationship we set for the task 1 as a start, as finish to start between the task in this start task. So as you can see, the ID is 1. The task name, I can pick the task name directly here from this combo box. Then I have the types of the relationships, as you can see here in this combo box. So I have a start to start, finish to finish, and start to finish. Okay, then I have the lag. The lag here in days, which is the delay, will be between these tasks when you set the relationship. This feature we are going to discuss in the next video.